Hey, what's up, guys? This is Antoine, aka the Bigfella. It is Saturday afternoon around 2:30, and I'm on my way to go fishing with the boat. I'm going to Lake Travis. It's on an army base, about half an hour away from my house. I haven't had much luck there this year. I think I've only caught a pickerel out of it, but I'm hoping to change that today. I was actually just getting home not too long ago and eating lunch from Isaiah's football game. They lost that game 28-0, but the team was undefeated. But they got a nice moral victory out of the game today by not letting them score in the whole second half. But we just couldn't get any points on the board ourselves. So it is what it is. We'll be working with him this off season, and when the spring gets here, we'll be putting him in flag football so he'll stay in shape for tackle football in the fall. But let me get up here, get some gas. I think, yeah, I gotta get gas, and get to the lake, and we'll go ahead and start fishing. I hate it when I get so excited that I'm going fishing out on the boat that I forget stuff. I gotta turn back around and go to the house to get the paperwork so I can actually get on the base to go fishing. They require that you do like a background check and buy their little yearly fishing license, and I gotta have that paperwork to prove that I've done all of that before I go back on there. I mean, I've been on the base before, but they require you to have it every time. So I just don't want to get over there and have to choose another spot because I really, really want to go to Lake Travis today. Alright, y'all, I just made it through the front gate of the base. Now I'm on my way back to the lake I want to fish at, which is going to be like another 20 or 25 minute drive to where it is. You guys actually seen me fish out of this base before. It was actually me and Isaiah. I took him back here one day, and me and him had a little contest, and he caught 2 fish, and I caught 1. I think the video is called Beat by a Little Medium Fella, I believe it is. But if you want to go check that out, it's down there in the video somewhere. I'll put it in the description of this video for you. That way it'll be a little bit easier for you to find if you want to watch it. But the lake I'm going to is a lot bigger than the one me and him fished at. And I've heard some rumors that a few people have caught smallmouth bass out of here. So maybe I'll link up with one of those today, but we'll see. I love coming out here to this base to fish. It's just so quiet and peaceful. Nobody's back here to bother you. Like, I mean, there may be an occasional person out here like riding a bike or something, but what are they going to say? They're just back here doing their own thing too. Just a little bit further and we'll be there. Sure would hate if another car came on this road because this road is pretty skinny. Alright, here it is. Oh, look, there's a couple guys out there fishing already. I think this is the most popular lake to fish out of in this whole military base. I think there was a bass caught out of here. It's like a base record of like 8 or 9 pounds, I believe it is. Alright, y'all, I'm out here on the water, got the boat launched, and not sure what my strategy is yet. I saw a bunch of bait fish, bluegill, even saw a couple baby lizards, so I got some of those. I might just start tying on some of that random stuff and throwing it out there. I think I'm gonna start out with the wacky rig first though. Alright, y'all, I've been fishing for a little while, switching back and forth between the wacky rig and the buzzbait with the clacker. I'm not sure what's going on this part of the lake, but I'm just running into a lot of this, even on the top of the water with this buzzbait. But I'm assuming the grass is breaking off before the winter off the bottom. It's going to create those mats on top of the water, and so bass can hide under that for the winter, if it's warm anyway. But I'm at the back pocket of this pond right now, or lake, whatever this is. And I probably want to turn around and start heading out towards the main lake here in a few minutes. But I figured I'd come back here because I saw a bunch of bait fish swimming this way, so I decided to follow them, but I haven't got anything yet. I actually think I'm not sure how deep it is or how shallow it is back this way, but I am going to start actually making my way back out front. I can actually see some of the I'm not sure what kind of plant it is, but it's sticking straight up, kind of bushy looking. And if I'm pretty close to the bottom here, and I got about another maybe 40, 50 yards before I reach the back of the pond, I don't want to run aground to get stuck back here because everybody else left a while ago. Yeah, I'm actually going to have to paddle out of here, so give me a sec. Alright, you guys, I haven't had any luck yet with the buzzbait or the wacky rig. I went ahead and tied on this shallow diving crankbait down just about a foot. I got it in one of my mystery tackle boxes. I've caught a 4-pound fish off of it once before at a pond that's right on the outside of this base. But I figured I wanted to go ahead and give it a try and see if I can catch anything. It seems like a lot of the fish are feeding close to the top. I can see the little swirls in the water, and they're actually like hitting bugs right off the top. So I think I'm going to change tactics a little bit and stay close to the top, especially with this 1-foot diving crankbait. Well, it's not going to dive to a foot because I have braid on here. If I had fluorocarbon on there, it'd probably get down to depth. But right now it's probably 6 inches. Fish. Pickerel. Let me get him off here. I hate these things. Where's my lip grippers? Because I am not putting my fingers in this guy's mouth. No, sir. Those are the lip grippers I want. This fish saves the goose egg, but it's not the species I want. Come on, bro. He's getting dizzy. Don't you do it. There he is. Hate these things. Go back. Alright, keep on fishing. Yeah, he was hooked all kinds of weird. He was like hooked in his fin, hooked right on his nose, and like I just don't like pickerel. Like the very first time I saw one, and I think it was when I was little. My uncle bought me. I think we were actually in this on base here fishing, and I went to go grab it. He was like, "Don't touch it!" And it's like scared the crap out of me. So I think that's I'm subliminally scared of them, and I won't even put my hands on them. You see, I always reach for lip grippers when I go to grab them. But that's a little something that y'all didn't know about me until just now. That's why I'd never touch pickerel with my hands. Man. Alright guys, I came over here to the sunnier side of the lake. Haven't been having much luck. I've tried on this that Arashi flattens with the circuit board crankbait lip. Tried that. Right now I have the spinnerbait tied on with the gold blades. One blade's gold, one blade's white, and it's a Colorado and a willow blade combination. Tried that. Tried the wacky rig some more. I'm just not having any luck after that pickerel. That's not the species I came after today. I'm more so here for bass, but we're still plucking away. It's only 5 o'clock. It's about an hour and a half left of sunlight. I'm continue to fish near this laydown here for a little while. May tie on the minnow jig and get in real tight with the logs and stuff and see if I can catch anything that way. Gosh, I wish I had some sunglasses. This spinnerbait I'm using right now is only a 1/4 ounce, so it's kind of on a light side, lighter than what I'm used to using. And right now the battle with the my trolling motor and my crankbait, I missed them. The battle with the wind versus my trolling motor is actually winning. The wind is winning instead of my trolling motor. I don't know what's going on with this trolling motor. I know it's an old trolling motor. It's probably like, here, let me show it to you guys. It's probably like one of the first Minn Kotas ever made. If I read the stuff I found out on Google about it, it's only 18 horsepower, pounds thrust, which is, to me, isn't a lot. I'm looking at one that's 60 pounds thrust, and it's a bow mount trolling motor with a foot pedal. So I'm hoping Santa's real nice to me this year and gets me that. Is that a snake? Or is that a leaf? I think that's a snake, because it's changing direction. Yeah, it's a snake. I didn't think snakes were still out this time of year, let alone on the water. And I know this water is freezing to them. I've actually, when I had to load the boat, I had to take my shoes off so I can get the boat into the water. And my feet are still freezing right now. Don't tell my wife, but yeah, my shoes are still off. I don't feel like putting them back on because I'm going to have to get my feet wet again. Alright, y'all, I moved, eventually got back here to the part of the pond, lake. I keep calling this a pond, it's a lake. That's what they classify it as. But back here where it's a little bit more shady so the sun's not in my face. This lake is shaped kind of like an L, and I'm at the other end of the L. Where I was at when I first started was one part of it, and it was pretty grassy, and my trolling motor had weeds and stuff all wrapped around it to the point where it would barely even move. So I had to row out of there and get all the weeds and stuff off. But now I'm back here, and it's nice and shady. The sun's not in my face as much, but I'm still not catching anything. I have the spinnerbait tied on still. I'm thinking about switching, maybe going top water here. It's 5:20 in the afternoon, and they should be getting ready to start feeding off the top here pretty soon. But I'm really surprised that I'm not getting anything with this not buzzbait, spinnerbait. I have an all-white spinnerbait tied on. One of the blades is gold, one of the blades is white. The gold blade is I always get the two mixed up. The gold blade is, I think this is willow, and then the Colorado blade is white or chrome or something. But you know, it's all white, and I have this little worm trailer tied onto it. I mean, hooked onto it, but I'm just not catching anything. I may have to tie on a leader, because I'm actually able to see um, my white spinnerbait a little over 50% of the distance of my cast. So I thought the water was pretty stained, but I could be wrong. It could be a little more clearer side. And they might be able to see my line. But then that also, well, the pickerel I caught was off that 1 foot diving crankbait that I have, which is kind of top water. And I guess you really can't see what's going on if the bait's moving so erratically like that. Excuse me. But they may see the line connected to this spinnerbait and not be going after it. Keep getting, it's like over spooling it, so well, I was just about to show you guys that I had another pickerel, but he flopped off and fell back into the water. It looked really identical to the other one that I caught. This time I caught it off of the rage blade. But I can't count that as a fish because I didn't get him in the boat, so. Not that I wanted that anyway because it was a pickerel. A little one at that. But it is starting to get dark here. It's 5:40 just about. It's probably going to get dark in like another half an hour or so. And I don't want to load the boat in the dark by myself. So I'm trying to get back to the boat ramp as fast as possible. Not as fast as possible, but I'm slowing down the fishing a little bit. Now all I'm doing is just letting this rage blade sink for a little bit, and I'll reel it in, like burn it, then stop, because it'll do one of those kind of notions and just freeze and just fall, which is how I caught that pickerel just now. But that's probably one of my most favorite ways of working a rage blade, is doing that. Every once in a while you'll see me go like this. It's because I can feel the blade like stop working. So like I think it was like grass or a leaf or something on there. So giving it a quick jerk like that usually frees it. Excuse me. It'll usually free it, and I can continue to work the blade to its advantage. I just hooked up with another pickerel, but it fell off before I got him in the boat again. I'm not sure why I'm not catching any bass. I don't know where they're at today. Finding the pickerel, but just can't find the bass. And of course I don't have the mini cam on, so I'm not getting any of the pickerel that I'm losing on camera, because they're shaking off right before I get them in the boat to show them to you guys. But it's okay, I don't want to touch them anyway. Have to deal with them. I don't want to hang out right here for a little bit. It's like a a steep ledge right here. Shouldn't have did that hard of a cast. Probably just scared stuff away in here if there was anything here. I'm gonna stand up and start flipping this like a jig. Sorry, all you guys probably see his belly. Oh, it's not deep right there at all. I can like see my range blade sitting on the bottom. The reason why I thought it was deep was because, or you know, a drop off was because, oh, and it's grassy, really grassy. At that, I thought it was a drop off because I can see from the water to the top of the little ridge that I'm looking at. It's probably about like 15 feet. And I thought maybe it just continued into the water, but it looks like it just gets to the water and then flattens out. I am getting all kinds of grass on my range blade here. Doesn't want to act right. Anyways, back to fishing. Well, I'm leaving Lake Travis now on this super duper creepy one-lane road that is going through the middle of the woods. But I should be out to the front gate in about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, somewhere in there. I'm just hoping I get out of the middle of these woods here soon. Yay, I made it to the main road. Alright, you guys, as you can see, it's really dark outside, so I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog here. It was a pretty fun day at Lake Travis. I love getting out here. It's just too bad I didn't link up with any bass. I got one pickerel in the boat, 2 shook off, and I didn't see anything else that came into my boat or got on my hook. I did see the other guys catch some crappie though, so there are other species in here. I just can't figure out how to link up with them. But let me go ahead and get home and figure out what's going on tomorrow. I know I got to pick up Isaiah tomorrow afternoon, so I probably won't be doing any fishing tomorrow. And actually, this week coming up, I actually have a training class Tuesday through Friday, so I don't know if I'll have any time to go fishing then. But we'll see. Who knows? I might be able to sneak away. But like I always say, get out there in the water, throw your line out there, see what you catch. Introduce a child into the game of fishing. Introduce anybody into the game of fishing, so we can assure the future generation of fishing. Get out there, fish for fun, and fish for cheap. This is Bigfella signing out.